back with another one, man. You know this your boy Rock the Water God, man. I had to give it to you, man.
Yes, and it's Ja here reporting from the home of hip hop news and cultural commentary. We are independent community media reporting on the YNW Melly double murder trial right now. There was some interesting developments today that we got to get into. Did you catch any of yourself, or are you going to be reacting in real time?
Yeah, I'm reacting in real time, man.
Well, the biggest thing was the testimony from the gang detective Danny Polo, who ultimately was forced to take off his mask. Remember when he was testifying with the mask on?
Yeah.
Yeah, dog. They said he had to come about that mask. This your boy right here. Yeah. Today the judge said he had to come out of the mask, and they
Can
went
we
over
see
a
how it
lot
look?
of. Nah, I mean, he did testify. I didn't get any pictures of it. I didn't catch it in real time. I kind of read up on it
He
after.
probably still active out there trying to get people flipped, so they trying to probably.
Well, the reason why the defense immediately attacked that and was saying that he should be able to Melly should be able to face his accuser, and it got out on social media that his pictures are already out there. His wife got their family picture on the Cash App, so his identity ain't really top secret like he trying to make it out to be. And the defense was arguing that the mask has become a distraction, so they got him out of the mask. That's a win for Melly's side, and it was a very interesting day. A lot of rappers' names came up in the text messages today, so we're gonna get into that a little bit later. Uh, we also established a motive for why. I ain't gonna say we established, but there's more of a clearer motive as to why YNW Melly would have did something like this to his friends. I'm gonna just play a little clip of when the judge sided with the defense to get that boy out the mask. Here we go.
We have no problem with that. So that's agreed. All right. So, like to hear what the witnesses finds out from his spouse. I guess my concern is, it's always something we're trying to balance things. The news crew has a right to be here and film what's going on in the courtroom. The defendant has a right of confrontation. Typically, it's face-to-face, but it's not hard and fast. The witness indicates there's threats on his life, and he's worried about his security of his family, and it's balancing of all those things. So I don't know where this came from or how it was obtained. I don't know how you got a hold of the picture in the first place. You're saying it's on a Cash App?
So yeah, all you have to do, her phone number is listed, and when you put her in Cash App, the picture comes up.
Cash App is what?
So Cash App is similar to Zelle, Venmo, so if I want to send you money, or better yet, if you want to send me money, you have a Cash App, you send it to either my phone number or to my email, whatever I have set up. And most people do have pictures there. It is open to the public. Cash App is not one of, with Venmo, you can actually make things private. Cash App does not. So everything you do on Cash App is in the public domain.
Yeah, it seems a little concerning and troubling if they'd be looking at the witness's wife and family with the intent to cause them some sort of harm or to intimidate them in any way.
Well, I resent that, first of all. We have a right.
Yeah. We don't need to go through all of that, but you see, they ultimately got him to take the damn mask off. The rest of the day was really about that guy pointing out stuff that makes YNW Melly look more like a real gang member. Pointing out text messages, pointing out pictures, videos, calling them, quote, Crip killer, and things like that. But they also brought up the names of other rappers like Young Thug, French Montana, 1090 Jake at one point. It got crazy, bro. It got crazy. They even said that Sack Chaser was trying to in the text message. They're saying that Sack Chaser was threatening Melly and even threatened his mother, and they were trying to extort him. They said that Sack Chaser was saying he's the CEO, Melly's just the guy who blew first, and he's entitled to his money. It's not a quote, but that's what the text messages were saying. So it kind of puts a different paint job on things, wouldn't you say?
Allegedly, I mean, what they're saying is
Allegedly. Okay, we're speaking allegedly. We don't know. They haven't proven their case yet. But if what they're alleging is true, could this have been an honorable kill? They're trying to extort you. They've threatened your mother. Does that give him grounds to kind of get these guys out the way? How do you feel, Bob?
Yeah, from a business standpoint, personal standpoint, yeah, I mean, if he was threatening him, if he wasn't threatening him, then he had to go the legal route as far as lawyers, attorneys, and things like that. But if it was a threatening situation where he felt his life was in danger, he had to do what he had to do, you know.
I hear what you're saying, but unfortunately, this is America. Vigilante justice is against the law. You can't just say, "Oh, you threatened me and your mom and my mama. Now I'm gonna go stage a murder where it looks like a drive-by and all of this stuff." You have to kind of go by the rules. But what the prosecution is saying, he wasn't operating on society rules. He on gang timing. He on demon timing. And when it comes to the gang, it's seafood, eat food, or be food. If somebody violate and they not a high-ranking gang member, you supposed to get them out the way with violence. That's how it's supposed to go as a blood. At least that's what the Detective Polo is saying. So Melly could have actually been on the plate, so to speak, if he didn't get these guys out of the way with violence. You know, if what they're saying is true, he's a G sign blood gang member. You can't go to the police and tell on guys. That's against the rules. So you got to get active. You see how being in the gang and being in this tough life kind of put you in a pigeonhole. Like, you might have been doing this to sell some records or perpetuate a certain image, but you get in this situation where now you can't leave. You got to put in that pain. You got to put in that work. That's how it allegedly works.
Well, hey, what I think yeah, it's a sad situation, man. I don't know if they trying to say this is the motive he had to kill his friends, but it's gonna be a battle with the defense and the prosecution. So
what do you think about the prosecution naming 1090 Jake as a high-ranking member of the Bloods? They said that he's a treasurer and he's a good earner.
I mean, they're trying to.
Well, listen. One thing that I see is a common comment that people make is these rappers and these internet people are just putting on an act. They're playing a character. They're not really about that life. But what we keep discovering in these cases is these guys might actually be about that life. You keep on thinking that you can just look at somebody and tell what they're on. You really can't. In the days of thinking like, oh, if somebody's a gangster, he wouldn't be on the internet talking about it. That's not necessarily true. Right. Anything to add, Bob?
No, you're speaking right on. It ain't necessarily.
I'm spitting. Yeah. Another thing that came up is the detective Danny Polo says that there's evidence in the phone by way of text messages that Melly authorized the killing of his own mother. What do you think about that?
So why she ain't dead?
I guess they didn't get to that yet.
Right.
And
I
if
want
he
to know what
authorized it, don't mean that he's actively
that's.
trying to get it done. I guess it was just. I mean, maybe she was on the play. I don't know. I don't want to be disrespectful, but that's what Danny Polo is alleging, that he authorized. He gave the green light on his own mom.
That may not work out well for the prosecution, then, because
You think that's going to be too hard to believe?
yeah.
But then it's like you got to choose what you believe and what you don't believe. I mean, do you believe that he was actually talking to people on his phone, like that him and Fredo Bang are actually friends? That, like, because he's talking to real people. So is all of this just made up, Texas?
I mean, I don't know. I would love to hear what the commentators would think. I would love to hear what y'all think. It'll make me feel a lot, I don't yeah, I would like to get
You here
more.
to give your opinion, man. That sounds like a cop out, bro. This is an opinion show. We're independent community media. We're not journalists. We're not out here breaking the story. We're not cracking the case. We're here to give an opinion. We want to know what you think. And now you tuck and tail. You want to hear what the commentators got to say. You is a commentator.
Yeah. I mean, I
You
just
said
think
for Screw News and Reviews at the beginning, we try to get 100,000 subscribers. We don't need you pussyfooting around the issue right now. We need you going in, Bob.
you want me to fake it till you going in? I told you what I could do. You want me to make it juicy for
I'm
you?
trying to motivate you.
Okay, I can make
Don't ever ask me if I want you to make it juicy, dog. Don't ever ask me that.
I'm trying
Don't
to
do
get.
that, dog.
Hey, that's the new saying. What y'all be appreciating
I know.
nowadays.
It
Y'all
just
want,
sounds crazy. I'm still trying to get used to it. So let me just read from here. I know you ain't got, I respect that. We don't have to have an opinion on anything. But Detective Danny Polo said that Juelz Santana is a blood gang member, and he reads a requested text message from Goon by the prosecution. Polo said he is unsure if French Montana is gang affiliated, which is referenced in the text. Yo, one thing Gunner said on his album, he said, half of you spinners be doing it wrong. I never talk on the phone. Something to that effect. Man, I felt that line when he said it, because every time we look into these cases, it's so much information being given via text message. And it seemed like that it's working. It's getting people cased up. Even Quando's name came up. Young Melly trial. Gino said Quando Rondo, and I quote, lame ass hated in a text message, which assured that the earlier mention was about the rapper Quando Rondo. So the case, the prosecution is just doing a good job, in my opinion, of just painting a picture of what was going on.
right,
Now
right.
he asking what set Young Thug was in the text message. They bring, like, look at everybody's name being brought in this. They reference Jay Green, Young Thug, French Montana, Boosie. All these names coming up, bro.
Okay. Well, hey.
It's wild. I'm just saying, this is going. I remember, like, when I was asking you, do you want to talk about this, and I was saying that this could be a big story. It was like, you ain't thinking, but it's like, I think this is going to be monumental. This is one for the record books.
Okay.
But I'll let it go. It seems like you want to get up out of here. Go ahead.
Hey, man, listen, y'all let us know what y'all think about this. Is YNW Melly baked chicken, like Josh say? Or
Is he cooked, or you think he's going to turn this thing around? I think they got a hell of a case against that boy. Shrewd.
true.